So I'm at this guy's show now. He's just, he doesn't believe in get-rich-quick schemes. And now he's just sold us a discounted price on how we can get a £10 million business in 8 months. One word: entrepreneur.
Introducing people who somehow managed to be even more dishonest than the fitness influencer.
Don't be such a loser!
The millionaire vampires of social media such as Bert, Ernie and Derek, is that the other Muppet's name probably, who will make you, yes you, rich. Not her, not him, you, okay? So listen up. I'm sure you've all seen the millionaire money-making gurus sprayed all over YouTube, most likely in adverts before videos.
Knowledge.
Skip. It goes something like this. Generic dude will make you rich. Just buy his How to Get Rich course from him. Pretty sure it's always a good idea when spewing your sales pitch at people to put it in the shape of a pyramid. And if in any doubt about its legitimacy, look at his lifestyle. Clearly rich, mate. So shut up. Give him your money. This thumbnail sums up my feelings on this stuff. And to be clear, these guys are making some very good money from the tens of thousands of people who are buying their courses and smashing fire emojis into their Instagram. Like an army of the Walking Dead, who all they're going to get at the end of this journey is an empty wallet and a stake through the heart. Thank you, I wrote that myself. Due to the carefully manipulated hope that is being offered to them. Or what I call England to any major tournament. This is the year, for sure. This is the year. Football's coming home. The underlying message is there's no magic secret to getting rich. It is those get-rich-quick services that are being sold to people that are making those people their money. And if someone, for example, is a multi-millionaire running loads of companies with loads of employees, would they be spending their time hustling on YouTube to sell people get-rich schemes?
Lok is a savvy marketer who has built up this character as this sales closer, expert and this savvy businessman who runs all these successful businesses. But the only tangible success that I've seen that he's built up has been his social media following. But just like most charlatans on social media, they're only successful because their brand is predicated on some character that they built, and the character itself becomes famous first. You ever notice how Dan only talks about how many successful businesses he runs, but he never shares any details about them? You never see any offices, you never see any employees.
And so it was like a game of Russian roulette for who I was going to make fun out of, so I decided to do all three. That's what she said.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here.
Tai Lopez was the original YouTube Get Rich With Me marketer.
But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I had to get installed to hold 2,000 new books that I bought.
And yes, watching a film with subtitles does count as reading. I'm good. But Clark Kent over there is just the tip of the iceberg compared to the offspring that he spawned. Oh, and by the way, I did see that Tai is now communicating fitness information. I will revisit that in a later video. Lawsuit seeking class action status accuses Grant Cardone of misleading investors. Real estate crowdfunding guru Grant Cardone is facing allegations that he's misled thousands of investors across the country by falsely promising them annual returns of at least 15% and other incentives that never materialized. Grant Cardone, Mr. 10X himself.
11X, your business.
Advice from my 20-year-old self: never shave that mustache, mate. It was glorious. And so keep in mind that these guys will copyright strike people who fair use their clips because they want to control the marketing on YouTube, which is their sales platform. So I am distorting their videos, so that can't be done. So you're going to have to imagine the arrogant smile on Dan Lok's face as he's saying these words. But first, a quick background on Mr. High Ticket Sales, Mr. Bentley Dan Lok.
He's created a persona centered around being the boss in the Bentley. Fancy cars, fancy suits, fancy living, private jets, you know, just the typical internet marketer. It's all an image to get you to buy into his BS. He's an internet marketer that gives vague business advice to get you to buy into a sales funnel so that he can sell you on his insanely overpriced internet marketing products.
I think I got it. It's hair gel and a quiff, the secret to being a Bentley boy. You absolute Bentley boys. So type his name into YouTube and this comes up naughty, but this one also comes up. His actual sales call, which is an absolute belter of nonsense. The most egotistical sculpting of manure you'll find on YouTube, and that's saying a lot when Chris Herrier is posting. And so here is Dan in his clearly lived in and not rented for the day apartment, taking a sales call from a lucky client. Let's just call him a Mark. Let's just call him Mark. And when you watch this, don't be skeptical. This is for sure a real sales call.
So for 2 hours, I charge 10K. How do you feel about that?
10K?
Correct. 5,000 an hour. It's an awful lot of money.
Where Dan got a guy to commit to 2 hours business advice for $10,000. $10,000. I could buy 10,000 things from the dollar shop for that.
Dan is a force of nature. I really did appreciate how many moving parts he has and how well oiled of a machine he is. Vince Del Monte, the skinny guy savior and founder of the 7-figure mastermind.
I don't know, start with an hour and go from there, or maybe get a discount or something. Like that's all.
How would you feel if you come to meet the king of high ticket sales, Dan Lok, and we start our relationship by me giving you a discount. Do you want to be Bentley in your industry, or you want to be the Hyundai?
Hyundai.
I'm done with the Hyundai.
Correct.
To be fair, it was a multiple choice question.
And I am the Bentley.
Your carefully scripted change of tone there just showed how decisive and powerful you are. Hashtag impressive.
Let's pretend I was to accept that offer. What would you say to me?
Thank you, Daddy. People who watch it will think, oh, if this guy is paying him $10,000 for 2 hours advice, then buying his online course, which starts at something like $2,500, is an absolute bargain. And all you're paying for is basically a waffle of motivational quotes and generic business keywords strung together in sentences, probably. And so there are channels who debunk these guys. And instead of calling them entrepreneurs, they call them contrepreneurs. And this guy, for example, goes to events and he records undercover and he shows the misleading sales tactics they use to make you buy their programs.
As you've probably guessed, this is pre-recorded, but entrepreneurs love a fake live webinar.
Discover the single most powerful skill that made me a millionaire.
For example, hooking you into giving your details to them for a live webinar
With a clickbait ad offering you a place on their free live webinar, where they will reveal some mind-blowing secret that will 11x your business. That'll have the word free pasted all over it. Free webinar, free bonus, free. Remember, if something's free, you're the product.
which, spoiler alert, is just a pre-recorded YouTube video.
Please welcome your host, Mr. Brian Rose.
Come on, Brian. Go on, lads.
All right, folks, this is what's happening tonight. It's the masterclass on how to go from zero to a 7-figure revenue business. Yeah. And we know because we've done it. I'm Brian Rose, and we are live here at London Real World headquarters.
Yeah.
Lord knows what else you're watching. Just close it all down.
This is a YouTube video. I thought this was a live webinar.
And this fella again perfectly exposed it. And whilst that is not the most extreme example, it is an example of the dishonesty that runs throughout their marketing. This guy named Coffeezilla, don't think it's his real name. However, I digress. He interviews people who've been part of these courses, who've invested in these courses, and how badly it's ended up for them. And we're just given the most basic business advice you could find for free in an online article, for example, or a textbook. And Coffee Break also made a comedy skit about the absolute donuts who are also trying to make money online with the I Will Make You Rich videos.
People want to know how do you make money online, and I'm here to tell you. See, the real way to make money online is to make how to make money online videos. That's how you make money online. Confused? I know. Let me explain. See, if you watch people who know how to make money online, what are they doing? Well, they're making how to make money online videos, leading to the inexorable conclusion that the only way to make money online is to make how to make money online videos.
You're all terrible. Just stop. It's bad enough that these flagship boys are draining people dry without the thousands of copycats. Unless you can make me rich by spouting keywords at me from your bedroom, in which case, please continue. They're carefully planned manipulative tactics that sadly work on many people and can have very serious consequences of people essentially investing their life savings into it. And so I'd imagine some people in this community at this point will be saying, well, these people are naive to invest in these things. It's their fault, for example. I take a slightly more sympathetic view to it because these courses that are being sold are being done in a very manipulative, carefully planned way. And I call this video Sesame Street by Dan Lok.
So in order to make $1 million, there are only a couple ways to do it. Let's say you sell something for $1 and you sell to 1 million people. Guess what? You've got your $1 million.
Where he teaches you mathematics without any meaningful information at all, whilst wearing a sharp suit and a background which I can only describe as success.
Or sell something for $10 and you sell to 100,000 customers. Guess what? You have your $1 million. Or you sell something for $10,000. All you need is 100 customers to make $1 million. It is that simple. Depends on what is it you do, what is it that you sell.
I sell get-rich schemes to vulnerable people who are just trying to better their lives. And many cases where they're living in unfortunate circumstances where they feel stuck and they're trusting you and investing their money in you to try and help them create a better situation. Unfortunately, they're giving their money to people who have no conscience, no ethics, no morals, and who slump in front of cars on Instagram in their slippers whilst throwing a knuckle sandwich, and they ain't lying. I have more respect for the rubbish bin at the end of my road than this guy.